When I think about leaders and followers, it just kind of comes down to a couple different aspects. So, mostly you're going to see followers in the day-to-day life when you're walking around. People just kind of follow others, what they're doing based on kind of their own success. They tend to just choose what's comfortable because someone else has already done it, or somebody else has kind of like shown that, oh, if you follow me, like you're going to get this or that. They just want this, immediate gratification. They don't want to have delayed gratification. The delayed gratification teaches you so many aspects in life. It teaches you how to truly unlike your own identity and show yourself and show what you have to offer to the world. So when you're a follower, you're just really stuck in this position of, I'm just gonna stay the same. I'm gonna stay comfortable. I'm not gonna really push myself in the way that I challenge. I don't want to inspire. I just want to stay almost like in a flock of sheep. You're one of those sheep. You're just following because you don't have a sense of identity that shows that I am a leader. Followers tend to just be people that don't have any value in their life or don't find value in their life. And they don't have a sense of purpose. They don't have an understanding of what it truly means to be the person at this level, at a higher level. Being a follower, it doesn't have to mean that you have to be that way forever. You don't have to be a follower forever. I mean, everyone starts as a follower, I would say. I mean, you follow people on social media, you follow people day to day, you see what other people are doing, and you're kind of comparing. You're sitting there comparing, and that's honestly one of the points I wanted to bring up is the comparison and almost trying to imitate somebody else's life that is not truly yours. You're trying to imitate something that is falsified to your own personality. Followers tend to do that. They falsify something that they're really not. They don't truly build an identity from the ground up. They don't truly understand the complexities of what it truly means to be a leader, someone of a higher being. So when I look at like being a follower, I was a follower. I was someone that just kind of like looked up and be like, hey, I just want to be exactly like that guy. And there's nothing wrong with like role models or, people that you look up to, but it's almost like a sense of imitating. When you kind of have to imitate or be that certain way, you're really taking away from yourself. You're truly taking away from the identity that you're trying to create for yourself. It's okay to strive and be similar to someone you look up to. They kind of give you those goals. They kind of give you those pointers, what to be like. But I find that following can be very detrimental if you let it go too far. You start to believe everything that is said because you've almost built this worship aspect for this individual or this group of people that are leaders. You kind of just take anything they say as, as being subjective, that everything's just factual, when in reality it's not. So you kind of have to develop this sense of mind, of understanding when you transition from a follower to a leader that, hey, I'm going to start creating my own identity. I'm going to start creating my own thoughts. I'm going to create my own mind. I'm going to set myself apart. I'm going to look up to other people to guide me in the right direction, but I'm going to push myself in my own way that is characterized as my own self. When you can do that, you create your own identity, you characterize your own self, you create something that is unrecognizable, you create something that is new and something that cannot be truly replicated. People cannot truly be replicated in the sense of authenticity. Someone that is authentic and true to themselves is always going to be better than the person that is always trying to imitate. So a person trying to imitate, being a follower, constantly a follower, and always staying in the follower mindset will never be able to be authentic. There'll never be a sense of themselves that, hey, I can do this by myself. I can do this and help others without being the person that is just helped. I can be helped, but I don't let it become my identity. I don't try to imitate that person. So being a follower is okay in the sense of, I'm a follower of Christ. When it comes to religion, that is okay. I'm a follower of Christ. But when you're talking about in the human race itself, why am I not trying to lead? Why am I not trying to inspire others to do better? Why am I just trying to be the follower, to be the average person that doesn't try to inspire? Why am I not having a purpose or goals that surpass what I ever thought? That's kind of what comes to my head is a true leader. he or she is going to do what is necessary no matter what. When he or she is looking around, when the followers are watching or not, they're going to stay disciplined. They're going to have accountability, and they're going to have respect. Those are my 3 little models I have in this channel. Those are the things I hold in my mind: accountability, discipline, and respect. Because when I can sit there and I'm accountable, when I'm accountable for my actions, I'm accountable for what I have to do, I can sit and I can go to the next thing. I can be disciplined because I have accountability in my life, that I know what I have to do as a man. I know that being a leader takes discipline. A follower stays comfortable. And when you have all these aspects, you start to gain that respect. When you can get those 2 aspects down, you get the accountability and the discipline down, then you can really understand what respect truly looks like. Are you going to deal with people that are just going to talk shit behind your back? Are you going to deal with people that don't have your best interest? Or are you going to have enough respect for yourself to propel yourself in the right direction? Are you going to have enough respect for yourself to say, hey, I'm not sitting with this company for this long. I'm not going to stay making this amount of money forever. I have more goals. I have better dreams. And I just know I have to get this done. Are you going to have enough respect to show that, hey, this is intolerable. I'm not going to deal with this. So I'm going to set my own standards. I'm going to do my own thing. And I'm going to lead in my own way. And this is where it comes so important. Where leadership and being a follower, it becomes so distinct. Because being a follower takes no effort. Everyone's a follower. It's literally the default character. If you're trying to pick a character in a video game, you got your default is your oh my gosh, sorry. It's your follower. Your default is your follower. It's the person that just takes orders. But when you start to get a little status, a little bit of notoriety, that's when you start to go up. You start to be a leader. This is how the world works. You gain experience, you gain knowledge, you gain notoriety, and you start to lead. Leadership just sets this fire in your spirit that you know that you have more than just a purpose of being present, but being present for others. That is the distinct difference. Is that being a follower, you're just following someone else's, plan or someone else's teachings. But being a leader is teaching. You're teaching, you're showing value, you're leading people in the right or bad direction. It doesn't matter. But leadership, not everyone's a leader. It's one of those things that as a man, you just have to understand that leadership is just something that we should always strive for. It is something that is innate. If you have a purpose as a man, you want to lead. You want to create something. You want to lead others in the right direction to the right thing. And when it comes to fitness, that's the same idea. For me, I'm a leader myself in the military aspect of things. And also, in the sense I want to lead people in my fitness journey to show if this is possible and it's not as hard as you think it is. You just have to have some accountability and discipline and respect yourself. See how these three little words kind of come up together, how they merge together and they mean something. That's the significance. Is if you can understand these little things, and there's so many other aspects I can pull out, different words or different meanings of what's important or not. But if you have those three things and you understand what it truly means to go above and beyond, and you could be a leader, you can inspire others. And there is fear behind it. There is a sense of ignorance, of misunderstanding. But that's the beauty of it, is when you're going along the road, you don't realize that you could be a leader while you're growing. And people are inspired by you. They see what you're doing and they can't believe it. So when you're a man or woman that is leading, that truly has this passion, you should fuel that passion. Don't stay the same. Don't say thinking, I wish I would have done this 50 years ago. I wish I would have done this 20 years ago. I feel like people really have this passion, and they have to understand that they could change their life if they act on that passion. That them being a leader, not just a follower, can bring them a new life of understanding. So be a leader. That's your boy Sub-Zero. I'm out.